Hi there, it's Rob from the Grumpy Old Gamers, and this one's going to be a little bit different. Anyone who knows me really well knows that one of my good friends, childhood best friend, passed away last week after a long fight with cancer, and I kind of wanted to do some sort of video, something I could do to kind of honor him in his life a little bit, kind of a tribute. But I wanted to do it with kind of a video game twinge because honestly, that's kind of what we know, and it was important. Video games were something that were special when we were kids, when we were growing up there. So I kind of thought I'd take advantage of that and do a video of the Colecovision Phoenix and some of the Colecovision games we used to play, because that was a system that was important to both of us. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Colecovision, sorry for the fingerprints there, the Colecovision Phoenix is a little system that was put together. It's an FPGA, so it's the games think they're running on real hardware. Essentially, they are, and it spits it out HDMI, and you can. One of the greatest things about it is it'll play with all the cartridges, but you can actually plug in. It's got a spot specifically for the Super Nintendo controller, because anyone who knows and loves the ColecoVision, great system. The controllers are awful. They're absolutely awful. So you can keep one plugged in because it's got the number pad, and it's you need that for the menus. But you can play the rest of the game with the Super Nintendo controllers. So yeah, I thought it might be kind of nice to play some games that we used to play. Where we both had ColecoVisions. Honestly, I had a few games. You know, I had some ones that are really special. He always had the ones that I really wanted, the cool ones. He had the Super Action controllers. He had the steering wheel. He had all sorts of cool stuff that I always looked forward to going over. And other than just playing with him, which was so important anyway, got to try out new games. And so yeah, I thought now that I'm grown up and I have a few more of those things now, I thought I'd play a few games here that were kind of special, games we used to play together. So without any further ado, let's get into it here. So I'm going to take the glasses off here. Alright, here we go. This was one of my favorite home port versions of Burger Time, which is one of my favorite arcade games of all time as well. So kind of a fitting game to be doing here. And we'll do a little bit of each game. I'm not going to play a full game of this, I don't think, but just wanted an excuse to play some ColecoVision, really, and seemed like a really good time to do it there. I don't think the ColecoVision gets quite enough love there for what it was able to do graphics-wise, because definitely a huge step up in the Atari, but... And the Phoenix does a great job, when it's working here, of putting out everything crisp and looking nice. Some extra pepper there, yes please. And I gotta say, the best thing overall with this thing is being able to play with the Super Nintendo controller, because I love the ColecoVision to death. Love the ColecoVision controller to death, but man, I love the ColecoVision to death, but the controller was an absolute abomination. And that was just from a time when controllers just weren't good. I mean, you had the Intellivision, had the Atari. They hadn't quite figured out what they were doing with the controllers yet. That, yeah, filthy sausage. Please take that completely out of context. Uh-oh. Let's finish off this burger here and then we'll call it a day. Yep, I always had the... my buddy and I both had Colecovisions. But he had all the cool little accessories I never had. So he had the super action controller, he had the steering wheel. I had a couple games there. I had Donkey Kong Jr. and loved that to pieces. Alright, we'll cut this off here. But now you get pickles. That's when things get crazy. So let's call this one off. See if we can get some Hubert here, because Hubert was a game we played an awful lot there. Let's see here. You gonna work for me? Probably should have cleaned the cartridges before I decide to do this, but been a rough couple days here, so there we go. There we go. So now we got some Hubert action. This was a game I remember playing with him the most, so I'm glad this one's working. Didn't say I was good at it. He was always the one who was best at it there. Let's see here. Oh, is this, okay. Okay, that's why. Gotta hold it at an angle. There we go. So Hubert, for anyone who doesn't know, you just gotta make all the little blocks. Gotta change the color on all the blocks there. Avoid the balls. There we go. And then repeat. Some levels get harder. Lead Coily to his doom there. I think his name was Coily. Try to press the buttons in time. And then later on you get other enemies, stuff like that, but... Uh-oh. There we go. Yep, played a lot of Hubert with him. Meaning that I watched him play a lot of Hubert and he let me play, but I was awful at it. Oh, these guys. Oof. Can't touch this. Yeah, so I don't remember too much about the names of any of these guys other than I'm pretty sure it was Coily. And at some point here they changed to where you have to touch each cube twice. This game was pretty amazing at the time. The Colecovision had some really good arcade ports. Oh, I think I can get this thing. There we go. Knew it did something here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. There we go. Next level. There you go. In-game cinematics. So they're showing you. You gotta hit him twice. Where it starts to get real. Ah. Are you changing my, stop that. That's not cool. Ah, okay. Game over. So that was Hubert. That was one we played a lot of. This was another one. Now, this is off a comic that I don't know if a lot of people will remember, but it was around for a long time. This is the first time I ever saw a comic character on a video game here. So this is BC's Quest for Tires, and they actually ended up making a second one here afterwards for BC's Grog's Revenge. That one's a little more expensive, and I don't have it. But yeah, you can go faster, you can go slower, and you've got to go rescue Cute Chick. Not very progressive, but that's okay. You duck under the branches. And there's little reason to actually... Okay, here we go. Little reason to go faster, other than it's more points. And since I'm not a scrub, bam, bam. I remember looking at this game when I was a kid and thinking, man, this looks so good. Everything looks so real. Oh man, come a long way. Go down the hill. Hey, did it first try. Right, forgot that part. Think I need to slow down. Oh boy. There we go, that's better. Slowing down actually makes the rocks fall slower. Oh, Nelly. Which makes no sense. But that's okay, it doesn't have to make sense. It's an early Colecovision game. Okay, so I think in this section, if I remember right, they actually... Yep, they actually sink under the water. Okay, can we do it? Can we rescue Cute Chick? Pressure's on. Ah, come on. There we go. All right. Getting close. I think that this is the last part. Look at those colors. There's at least 16 of them, right? Maybe 8. Yay! Alright, we did it. We rescued Cute Chick. And that was BC's Quest for Tires. Extra points. Bam. Also, a Sierra game. I don't know if you can see that at the top there. Sierra Online. Alright, a couple more here. This was another one he really enjoyed. I never really got too into it, but this is for him, so play some Venture. Looks great. Alright. So, goes without saying you're not actually supposed to do that. Supposed to clean it with some alcohol, but I'm recording a show right now, so ain't got time for that. There we go. Boop. So, in Venture, you've got to go through all these different little puzzle rooms. All these little puzzle rooms, get the treasure, beat them all. Watch out for the orcs. I think they're orcs. And the controls are absolute garbage, and you can't touch the bodies. until they disappear. Alright. So this one... I think we just go like this. There we go. Aww. You got me. So you collect treasures, do all the rooms, they get harder. I'm no good at this one either. There's a lot of Colecovision games I was not a lot of good at. Oh, drat. So they reset. And if you take too long, he appears outside the room and he comes in, so... Disappear. Disappear. There we go. Get the apple. Get out of the room. Level complete. I never got too terribly far in this one either, but let's see how we can do here. Just need that to disappear. Man. Uh-oh. Out of the way, buddy. Out of the way. There we go. Alright. Please disappear. Oh yeah. Oh, no good. See if we can at least beat this one here. Oh. See you later, scrubs. Easy. Ah! Alright, one more room here. Let's see if I can sneak past all these guys. Oh man. Alright. There we go. What's in here? Alright. That was Venture. Alright, so one more here. This one here is Donkey Kong Jr. And that'll be the end of the short little tribute slash show of the Colecovision Phoenix, because I've been looking for an excuse to make a video with this thing anyway. It is pretty cool. It was, can't remember if it was Indiegogo or Kickstarter or whatever it was, but they made a bunch of these, and just a really cool thing. You can get different cores for different devices here, or different consoles. Like they have an Atari one now, and you can, for anyone asking, you can put ROMs on the little SD card here and play. That is definitely something you can do. Oop. So this is probably the only game Mario's ever been in that Mario's the bad guy. He's actually right there on the, that's him up there by the key. There we go. Level 1. Let's see if I can get all the way there through this here. Used to be really good at this game. Long time ago. So here you have to get all the keys down to the bottom, to the top there, and free your pop. And again, some of these Colecovision games are, honestly, they made some fantastic arcade ports, especially for the time, like especially when you're used to the Atari. And even the Intellivision. Intellivision had some good ports, but this is the first one where it was like, wow, everything looks exactly like it should. Or close. At the time, young me used to think this looked good. And again, my buddy and I would play play a lot of these just hours and hours at a time. There we go. Whoop. There you go. I'll show this is the last of the differing levels here. This is the one I always thought was so cool. Oh, did the cheat there? That's awesome. Don't know if it's actually a cheat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. There we go. Bam. And there we go. That is the end of those levels. Bing boom. Alright. So I'll just take this out and show the actual interface there. So it's actually a pretty cool little device. So you can go to, I think if you don't hit anything, it'll boot just that SD card. There we go. So these are all ROMs that actually I was able to buy from Colecovision. So they had some cool ones in here, like some games that, a lot of public access stuff. They had games that were taking advantage of the memory expansion that the Atom used to have. So for example, Galaga here. I think I just hit start there, I think. Nope, that does Scanlines. See if that works. So this one's Colecovision. These are all fully licensed as well. So they actually made a version of Galaga, which plays pretty flippin' amazing. Like, this took advantage of that expansion module 3 that not a lot of people knew about, but increased the memory and the graphics and the audio channels and all that for. But this is a very, very functional version of Galaga, playing on a Coleco essentially, so pretty cool. Now, see, they were limited for the amount of different colors of the screen at the same time, but it is definitely a decent version, especially for 84 or whenever this was. Like, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Galaga, but it's pretty cool. See if he actually, I don't know if they actually, oh, never mind. Then I think you can just hit reset there. Yeah. Well, thank you for checking this out and kind of bearing with me here. It's I know it's a little bit of a weird video, but it's something I really wanted to make, and hopefully it was enjoyable to watch a little bit there, kind of look back at some ColecoVision history. And yeah, I enjoyed playing some of the games there too, and kind of a good look back at a pretty special time. So anyway, I'll sign off here. Rest in peace there, buddy. Thinking of you all the time. And thanks for checking it out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye-bye.